This is Once Upon a City live from Little India on the corner of Gerrard and Coxwell, guys. Where are all my troublemakers at? Where are all my troublemakers? There's Mischief Maker Store. Mischief Maker Store, guys. Let's make a left turn here. Let's get on Gerrard. Let's walk. Let's get going. On this Friday night in Toronto, Canada. A mild evening, guys. Hell if I know what temperature we're at, but it feels warm. Apparently, it's supposed to get down to the negative levels Friday night. It's supposed to be especially cold this weekend in Toronto, Canada, where I am live streaming right now. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining, guys. Here on the corner of Coxwell and Gerrard, I'm going to start walking through Little India. It's not that much of a walk. Little India runs from Coxwell to Greenwood along Gerrard. It's been here for many decades, offering Indian restaurants and cuisine. But as the years roll on, there's a lot of new places here, guys. This one's the Swag Sisters Toy Store. And there are a number of new stores, restaurants, mom and pop shops here that are not Indian. Especially on this corner over at Coxwell and Gerrard. Don't be afraid to say hello, guys. Don't be shy. Say hello because I don't bite. You gotta bite me first, and then I'll bite ya. Thanks for joining, everyone. As I make my way west along Gerrard in Little India, I'm going to head over to Lesleyville this evening over at Greenwood and Queen and make my way along Queen. Let's see how far I can go tonight, guys, on this mild Friday night in the city. In this goddamn city. I like this little painting on the side of the wall. It says, of this restaurant, it says, "You are here, you are here." It's very nice. I like it. This place is called the Black Pony. I guess they have a little... It's like a restaurant slash pub. Oh, isn't that cozy? Lovebirds on the sofa, enjoying each other's company on this mild Friday evening. Some of these Indian places have shut down. This place across the street here, it's gone. That used to be like an Indian bazaar across the street there. Looks like it's for lease now. Oh, mommy. My apologies, guys. The chat's just popped up. My apologies, guys. Hey, how's it going? Elijah, Dale, Cam, James. Good to see you, James. Sorry, guys. My live chat just popped up. I would have been walking around all night talking to myself. Forecast, Ziggy. Good to see everybody. My apologies, guys. That needs to be rewarded with a turnaround. Sorry about that, guys. My live stream the chat just popped up now. I thought I was talking to myself. Thank you everyone so much for joining. Dale, Dave and Ben Gourmet, good evening. Ziggy, everyone else who's joined. I don't know what the hell happened there, guys, but my live chat was not working and it finally popped up. Thank you guys so much for joining. I'm in Little India. Thanks for joining, everybody. What the hell that was about? YouTube's acting weird these days. Apparently the other night, live chats weren't even showing up, so. I don't know what the heck that was about. I thought maybe I was lost in the sauce, but I'm not, guys. It was a technical error. I'm blaming it on the tech. Hey, how's it going, LV? Choppy. I love that name, Choppy. Down this street is a number of little homes. And one of the longest citywide fences is along this street as well. And for the life of me, I can't remember the name of this street. No matter. One of these days I'll do a video on it, but not today. Thanks so much for joining, David Van Gourmet. My condolences, sir. My condolences to you. And even still, even with that tragic news, Dave, you were still able to get out there and do some videos. Thank you so much, Dave and Ben Gourmet, for joining this evening. Much appreciated. And to everyone else, to all my mods, Ziggy, James, everyone, thank you so much. There's a pink building. I'd figure I walk along Little India in the east end of Toronto. It's about a 25-minute drive to downtown Toronto from here, guys. What's this? Nosy little bugger. You heard that, guys. She's married. She is taken. She's taken, guys. Any suitors? What is going on here? That woke me up out of my stupor. Streetcar honking his horn. Hey, how's it going, Randy Rock? Good to see ya. I'm in Little India tonight, guys. In the east end of Toronto. Thought I'd do something different tonight and walk my way over to Lesleyville on Gerrard here towards Greenwood. A lot of these places have closed down, though. This Little India section here. Got a daycare here now. Hey, how's it going, Aunt Garvey? First and last? Cam, did I forget you, Cam? Now, I'm not a huge fan of Indian food. I grew up in a very British family. And most of the food that we ate growing up was like meat and potatoes with no spice. I mean, the spiciest we got some days were mustard for the ham. And my mom used to make the best potato scallops. She used to throw onions in that. I'm not a fan of onions, cooked onions, but I love raw onions. But so I'm generally not into the Indian cuisine here. I've never been in any of these restaurants. But it is quite a vibrant neighborhood, and it draws in a lot of folks. Oh, thank you so much, Transit Mobile Scooter. Thank you so much. Thank you so much again for your generosity, Transit Mobile Scooter. Guys, check him out. He has a channel all in regards to the history of the Toronto Transit. And today I learned something new, Transit Mobile Scooter. I did learn something new, and I was actually quite surprised. I was actually quite surprised by the whole history of the Toronto Transit and how the Indigenous community contributed to some of that development. So check them out. Thank you so much again, Toronto Transit Mobile Scooter. Oh, Elijah. Thank you so much, Elijah. And I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, Elijah. Much appreciated. Thank you so much for your continued support. Much appreciated, Elijah. Yeah, exactly. And I totally agree with you. Like, right now, the weather is so up and down. 1 minute it's cold, snowing. The next minute it's mild, like we are having right now here in Little India, where I am live in Toronto, Canada right now. Guys, thank you so much for joining, and much appreciated for the super chat, Transit Mobile Scooter and Elijah. Much appreciated. What the hell did you do to this? It looks like it looks like they gave this little vehicle a paint job here outside of this Indian restaurant that looks like it's quite popular. Never been in, like I said, guys. British raised and born, my family, meat and potatoes. But as I've gotten older, guys, I have ventured out of my ways. I've tried more authentic international cuisine, and I've actually enjoyed it. So perhaps one of these days I shall delve into the Indian cuisine. And this is quite a massive building, mind you. It looks nice, but I hate stucco. I hate it. And this is all stucco. I hate stucco. There's one of the kebab champion trolleys. I guess at one time people use that to ride. Oh, they don't know what it is, eh, Choppy? And there's one of those TO hearts, guys. One of those Toronto hearts. They are throughout the city of Toronto. This one's not lit up, but they are scattered throughout Toronto. And they actually add a little bit of light to an otherwise dank and dark stretch here along Little India, where I am now. And I can't for the life of me recall what used to be here. Probably a car lot. Or a gas station? I don't know what the hell used to be here. I actually used to I lived twice in this neighborhood. I used to live at Greenwood and Queen, and then I lived just off of Greenwood and Queen. So I'm quite familiar with this little area of Toronto. It's quite a nice little area. You got a streetcar running along from Main to Hyde Park. This one's run down. I don't know what they're going to do with this little building here. Derelict building. I love when folks come in on my chat and go, "Hi, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here right away." It feels like a smash and grab, a smash and grab. Have a good evening, Randy, and anyone else who's hopping in to say hello and has to get out of here. Grab what you need and get going. This is like the second person I've seen running. As soon as a little bit of warm temps come, everybody puts on their running shoes and starts running. And I don't know where they're going, but not big on the activity of running. These are some old homes that still are on this main stretch of Gerrard. Oh, that looks pretty. Look at all those lights. Yeah, transit mobile scooter. That's what I thought it was. Like a service station of some sort. Perhaps a mechanic's shop or something to that effect. What the hell happened here? It's all boarded up. That's really derelict. As I make my way over to Greenwood and Gerrard, I'm going to hang a left. Oh, they are going to start gentrifying this neighborhood. Look what they're building here, guys. They're going to be building an 11-story condo. In Little India. That'll be something new. I read earlier today that they, over on Pharmacy Avenue, I don't know, was it in Scarborough? There's a gentleman who wants to build a, what is it? An apartment building on a very quiet stretch of Pharmacy Avenue in, I would say it's more Scarborough than Toronto, and Scarborough's a city just east of Toronto. And the residents who all live in little wartime bungalows are opposed to this, but the mayor of Toronto, Olivia Chow, has given the green light for multi-purpose units throughout the Greater Toronto area. So we'll see what happens with that. But a lot of people who live on side streets and live in small homes, they don't like the idea of having multiplex units on their street. So it's a kind of a not in my backyard bullshit. And I'm in Little India, and I'm just catching up on what you've said. I've left Little India, guys. I'm headed into Lesleyville, and that's over at Queen. I'm heading south on Greenwood Avenue over to Queen Street, guys. And at one time, this area, Lesleyville, was an industrial area, and a lot of folks who resided in this part of Toronto either worked for the brick making factories that were in this area or for the gardens or nurseries. And this whole neighborhood of Lesleyville is named after George Leslie. He was a gardener and owned a Toronto nursery. And this particular area here used to be where the factories were, because this part of Toronto had very rich clay soil, and so that's why there were a number of brick making factories here. And you can see the city skyline a little bit here, which I'm actually quite surprised. I can see the CN Tower all the way in the east end of Toronto, and there's a lit up Christmas tree in front of it, which is very odd. very odd. Smash and grab. Well, first and last, I want to know what you grabbed before you left. Going to bed first and last. Okay. Well, you have sweet dreams first and last, and anyone else who's smashing and grabbing. I'm curious, what did you grab? A bunch of folks there. I don't know what the hell they're doing. There's the city skyline, guys. It looks so pretty. And Choppy's out of the building, too. I know I didn't wash my hair today, guys, but I did take a shower. For whatever reason, you're all out of here. Have a good evening, guys. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. As I make my way over to Lesleyville. Oh, this is a nice tobogganing hill too, guys. Here at Greenwood Park. And they also have a skating rink. Couple of folks on that skating rink this evening. Shockingly so. Hey, Randy came back. What'd you grab, Randy? What'd you grab? Have a good night, Randy. I used to live down this little side street here with a miserable landlord. I mean, she was so miserable. And she was a Toronto District School Board teacher too. So, I don't know. So I make my way to Queen. Coming up on Dundas, guys. I'm going to move a bit faster. Oh, there are some folks tobogganing. There's somebody with their sleigh there. A couple of folks over there. I won't get the little people in the picture. Oh, it's so pleasant out tonight, guys. It's so pleasant out tonight. It's very mild. I just can't believe I can see the city skyline from here. It's been a hot minute since I've been here. I think the last time I was here, I was having a nervous breakdown on a bench on a live stream. So I haven't really been around this neighborhood in quite some time. Oh, go Pogo 1916. Thank you so much for joining. You have a good evening too. To all my mods, let me know if I buffer, guys. Gonna make my way over to Queen. And over the years, this neighborhood known as Lesleyville has gone from an industrial area of brick making and Toronto nurseries named after George Leslie. And this neighborhood developed in the, I think it was the mid 1800s. When all of the industry left this area, the factories were demolished and residents moved in, and now it's more of a solid middle class neighborhood. But along Queen you'll find a lot of restaurants, cafes, even that very interesting toy house used to be in this neighborhood until the lady who was elderly had to sell the home due to health issues. So that toy house is no longer here in the Lesleyville area. Thank you so much, Anne. LV, thank you for joining, and everyone who's sticking around. Except those smash and grab people. Those smash and grab people. Guys, I'm jaywalking. Well, it just went green. Thank God. Because I'm getting bored. When I worked years ago at the flagship store at Yonge and Queen, people would do a smash and grab of the Joe Boxer, and it was on the west southern side of the Hudson's Bay department store. So we always had our cameras aimed at that section, and no shit, guys. People literally would park their truck. I literally was a part of this investigation in which somebody literally parked their truck on Bay Street, and then the other guy jumped out, grabbed a whole crap load of Joe Boxer merchandise and threw it in the back of the truck, and they were out of there. So that's what I mean by smash and grab, because I was working in loss prevention years ago. Now I'm working in hospitality, and shoot me in the head. Stay in school, kids. Stay in school. It sure is, Alvi. It sure is a beautiful night. Thank you so much, Alvi, and for your kind comments and support of this channel, Once Upon a City. Much appreciated. We're almost on Queen, guys. It's just a little ways down here. I used to live in one of these homes like 30 years ago, right along here. I can't remember what number it was, but such a nice area to reside in. You're so close to the beach, and you have a lot of transit options around Lesleyville. Live music, and it's called Lesleyville, Ziggy. It's in the east end of Toronto, but as soon as I make it to Queen, we're going to be seeing more shops and lights. Decided to stick to the east end, and I didn't feel like going downtown. I know there is a content creator wandering the streets downtown or somewhere in that neck of the woods, and I don't want to overlap. I know some folks enjoy looking at the downtown, and some content creators, that's all they do. That's all they do. They just keep coming downtown and calling their channel a Toronto channel. But if you're only hanging around downtown, my friend, you're only showing off 2% of the city, and this city is massive. We have almost over 4 million people residing in this city, and about 95% of us can't afford to live downtown. So perhaps if you get out of your little fishbowl and show the city in its entirety, because Toronto is a massive city, guys. It's massive. And Yonge Street is but a part of this city, although it is the spine of Toronto. I would say it literally is the compass for most people. Like, if you live east, you're living east of Yonge Street. If you live west, you're living west of Yonge Street. And on this corner here, we have a KFC here at Greenwood and Queen. I made it, guys. I made it. I filled that void with bullshit, and you're still here. Thank you so much, LV. So this is the Lesleyville area, guys. Let me start. And I was going to start my stream straight away in Lesleyville, but I decided to cut through Little India. But I want to show you the TTC yard here at Greenwood and Queen, where Lesleyville begins. Okay, why can't I cross the street? Maybe I'll get off this main intersection so I can jaywalk, guys. I'm jaywalking. Do cops even stop people for jaywalking anymore? Oh, wow, transit mobile scooter. Oh, my goodness. You got that, Ziggy? Like, keep writing down you're walking in Toronto. No, you're not. You're walking on Yonge Street, stupid. You're walking on Yonge Street. How's that Toronto? You get off at Union Station, you walk up and down fucking Yonge Street for 3 or 4 hours, and you call that Toronto. Okay, well, perhaps you need to learn how to read, but seeing as how a lot of them are brainwashed, I don't know if they can even open a book. They're so full of themselves. How about they educate themselves? There you go, Ziggy. There you go. So this is the TTC yard here, guys. And this is where Lesleyville begins. And I'm your hostess with the mostest. I'm your hostess with the mostest. Oh, thank you so much, Sandy. Thank you so much for your generosity, Sandy. Much appreciated. You're always very supportive of content creators. Thank you so much, Sandy, for your generosity again. Much appreciated, Sandy. Oh, yeah, and you had... Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Sandy and Elijah. Transit mobile scooter. This is the Toronto TTC yard here at Lesleyville, guys, where I am right now. So I was thinking about my memberships, guys, and I was thinking of perhaps getting rid of my memberships. And I appreciate all the support of all my members. I really appreciate everybody supporting membership. But I can't even for the life of me come up with any ideas for my members, and I feel like I'm ripping people off. And you won't hear any other Toronto content creator tell you they feel like they're ripping you off because they just don't have a conscience, some of them. They just don't have a conscience. So just a heads up to my members that this year I might get rid of membership. I just feel like I don't want to put people out if I can't. Here along Queen. Members, give me feedback on that. I don't want to be putting people out for memberships when I can't serve the goods. I feel like, you know what? If I was a member of a channel, I would appreciate you putting out some videos. And perhaps that's, if you have a channel on YouTube, perhaps that's something you should do regardless of whether people are members or not. But that's the kind of slimy snakes that are on YouTube, guys. Papa's Laundromat. Oh, thank you for letting me know. Transit mobile scooter, much appreciated. It probably was buffering when I was going right off the tangent there. So thank goodness that was buffering a bit. Here we have a bar cafe as I make my way west Along Queen, guys. Can I make it to downtown Toronto tonight? Because I'm up for it, guys. I'm up for it. I woke up really late today. Hey, how's it going, Heartbeats Local? I'm a member to channels that I believe I can steer their content direction. Which way am I going now, John? Which way shall I go now, John? No, I'm just being fair, guys. Like, the economy has gone to crap. Life is pretty difficult for a number of people, and I'm so appreciative of everyone who's supported Once Upon a City. But if I can't serve the goods, guys, I'm not going to rip you off. I'm not going to be ripping you off. And sometimes I feel like, what if some viewers feel like, hey, I want to watch that stupid Once Upon a City video, but it says members only. So, I don't know, guys. I don't want to feel like I'm leaving people out of something. I'm pretty much an open book. I screw up like the rest of everybody except Disney princesses. I can't compete with Disney princesses, guys. I can't compete. Look at the moon. I don't want to compete with Disney princesses. Because I've had a full life, guys. I've had a full life. A full life. I haven't lived in a fishbowl. Although at times I wish I did. Because I've seen the gutters, guys. I've been down in the gutter with the best of them. And I've worked with the best of them too. And I get along with all folks. Don't believe the crap people have said. Don't believe them. Look how pretty that is. So pretty. Oh, wait, there's my antique shop. How am I going to get across the street? Is this guy going to stop for me? Thanks, buddy. He's like, okay, stupid wants to jaywalk for no reason. No, there is a reason, sir. There is a reason. It's this antique shop. I love antiques. Guys, look at this. Look at all these antiques. She even got a clarinet. An old Michael Jackson button. Back in the day, guys, we used to wear those silly little buttons. Nah, you got a point there, John. You got a point there, Johnny. Look at these old cars. Ooh, I'm really keen on those old cars, and they're worth something. So those old hot rods with the red wheel, my friend Jason, who I used to work with, told me, those hot rods with the red wheels, they are worth something. Just love these antique shops. They bring me back to I guess it feels safer back in the day. Anyways, that's the reason I never got killed by a car, guys. I had to run across the street. And here is Lloyd's on Queen. I guess this is a neighborhood pub. Looks a little bit bougie for me. Doesn't look like the kind of pissing hole I like to go into. And that lady looks tickled pink that I got this camera right on the back of her head. Here's another weed shop. Very watered down, Skepa, if you're watching the replay here. If I do need to have a relaxing moment And I would highly recommend Cara Cabana. If I got that right, guys, that's the only government approved weed shop in Toronto that I stand behind. These other ones just watered down crap. I really like this sign, guys. It's Jimi Hendrix. It says, when the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace. And how true is that, guys? How bloody true is that? I hope not, Anne. I've seen this channel, Anne. Now, if we're talking about the same person, Anne Garvey, thanks for joining. There's the Elm Street Italian Deli. I saw Canada Cop Watch. And if we're talking about the same person, Anne, he grew up in Regent Park. And he goes around and he audits. But I don't think he's like... I don't think he audits in a way that's really harmful. But anyways, I did see an episode of his, Anne, where some punk stole his phone and he was able to get them. In fact, he got them right here in Lesleyville, I do believe. It was quite entertaining, Anne. But again, I'm not subscribed, Anne. I'm not subscribed. This little neck of the woods here, guys, across the street there used to be China Lily Factory. And I think it would be almost 3 years ago or 2 years ago, I did a video on the China Lily Factory that was here for almost 100 years, right here on the corner of Leslie and Queen. And this streetcar is going to block my view, but China Lily has now moved to Scarborough, and they're responsible for making soya sauce. And they had a factory here for almost 100 years. I did do a video on it. Look at my archive if you want to check it out, guys. China Lily used to be there. And there's the Duke. The streetcar's blocking my view again here at Leslie and Queen. And I actually used to go to the Duke years ago. They've since removed the mural of John Wayne the Duke because there was unfortunately a shooting outside of this historic bar here in Lesleyville, where I am live Friday night in Toronto, Canada. Where's a streetcar when you need one, guys? I've seen about 3 or 4 crossing through, and when I'm standing waiting for one, I never get a streetcar. So there's the Duke, guys. And I would say this is a pissing hole in the Lesleyville neighborhood. They sell cheap booze inside of there. But unfortunately, a few years ago, a young lady was shot in the stairwell of the Duke, right at the front here. Right there. And they took down the sign or the mural of John Wayne, and they painted over it, and I don't know what the hell John Wayne had to do with it, but nonetheless, I guess the woke movement came and said, you gotta take down that John Wayne sign. You're offending my simple sensibilities. There you go, guys, the Duke. Hey, how's it going, Nature Explorer? Sorry guys, I'm just going through the chat forecast. So, Anne, I'm not a pothead. But I do a lot of the legalized weed that I have partaken in, guys, is edibles. I'm not big on smoking weed. I've never been big on smoking weed. I hate the smell of it. I loathe the smell of weed. It's weird because I'm a smoker, right? So you think I'd be okay with the smell of weed, but God, it smells like a raccoon's ass. So I generally, and I will do, so I get edibles that help with relaxation. And I'm not, like, if you don't do weed, you don't do weed, right? Like, I'm not promoting weed use, especially for young people. It can really screw up your mind. It can really screw up your mind if you do weed. But for, you know, older folks like myself, so I generally will do an edible that like has CBN or CBD along with THC, and it really helps with relaxation. And as I've gotten older, I find I can't sleep worth a crap, guys. I can't sleep worth a crap. And you're killing me. And you're a firecracker. You don't smoke it, but you grow it in. You want to grow it in. And it's legal in Canada for all my southern friends. For everyone who has joined this Friday night walk. I'm in Lesleyville right now, walking along Queen Street West along Queen. And there's plenty of weed shops in Toronto to choose from. But like I said, guys, there's only one place I go if I have to go to a store, if I don't order online. I think it's Caracabana. Caracabana. The best regulated, government issued weed in Toronto. Belly Busters sandwich place here. Shout out to Sweatpants Joe Eats. I know he's taking a break from posting content, guys. His name is Sweatpants Joe Eats. He's a food reviewer, one of my favorites, and he's taking a break, but check him out if you choose. I never used to like food reviews, YouTube content, but now I'm like addicted to it. And as soon as you press the first video, they just keep recommending other folks to you. So there is another sign, Lesleyville, right there, guys. Perhaps they had a very, very high potency cookie there, John. I think I know what you're talking about. I think it might have been within the last couple of years, the Toronto Police Service, they were calling 911 or they're calling for help because they were eating edibles, or one of the officers was eating edibles, and I guess it hit him really hard. The only way to get over that is just go to sleep. But no, he called 911, and I think he was on call too, on duty, and that didn't work out too well for him. Didn't work out too well for him at all. John, you're giving out C's. What's going on with my chat tonight, guys? Okay, fine. We're gonna let this all go because I changed my community thing to stick to the topic and fight the argument, not the person, and that one's very important to me, guys. So if we're gonna have issues, let's have issues with the argument, and let's not have issues with each other. Although, again, do as I say, not as I do. Now, back in the day, guys, this cafe here was under a different name. I used to come here a lot with my sister. And back in the day, you used to be able to smoke in this cafe, which is now under a different name. And I ran into Jack Layton. And he was in here, and he was sitting down with a group of woke individuals. And he said, came over to me and my my sister's table as we're enjoying a cafe, coffee, and a smoke. He said, one of these days, I'm going to make it so you guys can't smoke inside. And he sure as hell did, guys. You can't smoke inside any establishment here in Toronto. Thanks to Jack Layton, an NDP leader back in the day. And his ex-wife, I guess, well, they were still married when he passed away. But his wife, Olivia Chow, is now in charge of the city of Toronto. She is the mayor of Toronto. And I'm not a fan of her either. I just can't seem to get over the fact that she was living in co-op housing when her and her husband were making over $100,000 a year. And there she is, living in co-op housing in Toronto for $800. And she had no qualms about it, guys. She had no qualms about it. Here's another little store here. Oh, these are cute little toys. And I am in Lesleyville this evening, guys. Yeah, so Olivia Chow, I would say Olivia Chow is a bit two-faced. Like, she's the mayor of Toronto, and sometimes she's like, oh, well, I really want to help people. And bullshit, lady, bullshit. You only want to help yourself. I can't wait till the next election, but I know a lot of people support Olivia Chow. I'm not one of them. I didn't vote for her. I will never vote for her. She's a crook, just like her husband, who has since passed. As I make my way east here along Queen, oh God, you guys are going to learn a lot about my views on this walk. Oh, this is they tore down the fence here, so perhaps I can show you this mural that they'll probably paint over. It's such a cool mural here in Lesleyville on the side of what used to be a restaurant. Got like TVs painted above these bodies. It's like a boxing. Very cool. I love this mural. Well, these three tube heads here. Overshare. Yeah, exactly, Haran. Good to see you, Haran. Round trip moto. Yeah, exactly, Ruthel. Yeah, you know what? You know what, Sandy? And everyone's entitled to their opinion. So there are some things I agree with Olivia Chow. Like when she came at Doug Ford about changing the rules in regards to renters in Toronto, where Doug Ford wanted us to renew our lease every year in the city. She slam dunked him out of that idea, as a number of renters did. Acorn, Ontario, they support renters here in the city, and I help out with Acorn as well. But I'm finding more and more, Sandy, that you don't really have a choice when it comes to politics anymore. I'm finding it's more and more difficult to vote because everyone's telling you what you want to hear, and then as soon as they park their butt in office, they screw you over. There you go, Sandy. This is a PCC streetcar, Sally. Oh, mommy. Yeah, I missed it. I missed it, yeah. And you know what? I've been reading your posts, The Nature Explorer. I've read your posts, sir. And he's just a kid, guys. He's just a kid. I know you hate when I say that, yeah, but I have met you in person. And And I did leave a comment for you, yeah, the Nature Explorer, because I can tell you what I think of you wishing people well. Because I've run into a couple of these numbnuts without a camera on, and they're numbnuts. Sorry, some of these content creators. And I don't wish any of them well. I hope they stumble right into the face first, right into a sidewalk. But that's my 2 cents, Shahia. But good on you, sir, to wish others who wish you ill will well. I can't do it. I can't do it. You screw me over, blow it out your butthole. There's no sweeping anything under a rug for me, guys. I will never change. I am who I am. Take it or leave it. That's the way it goes. But for them, no way. No way. And when you can't tell your viewers, what's been going on your channel when you go into hiding mode for 6 months, and a lot of my older viewers will know who I'm talking about. But when you go into hiding mode for 6 months and you put out a post where members have been giving you money for the last 6 months and only members are updated on what's going on with you, I think that's pretty scummy. In fact, I think you should stay at home, park your gimbal under your little butt, and bugger off somewhere. But bring it back if you want. Come back out into the light. I'm not sure there's any space for you now in the YouTube world, but if you people who have been loyal to me for some time know what I'm talking about, we all know who the shit disturber was. Him and his Disney princess. Yeah, exactly, Sandy. But you also learn who threw you under a bus. And for people who've been watching me for a while now, you know who threw me under a bus. And so for the incident that happened the other day, and I never want my live stream to end and people being upset. I don't want people ever to feel upset. Like, this is all drama bullshit, right, guys? Like, everyone's still gonna wake up tomorrow, make their breakfast, go to work, deal with their kids and their spouses or their lives. So this is just drama bull crap, right? Like, it has no real bearing on anything. Look at how pretty those lights are. Hey, how's it going, Travel with Lisa? He bullies everybody. Yeah, he's a turd on a massive scale. He's a turd on a massive scale. Caused so much grief, not only for my channel, but for a number of my viewers, because he's like, oh, if you're going to watch her, don't watch me. If you're going to watch me, don't watch her. Shut up. Shut up, ugly. Shut up, ugly. Like, isn't he supposed to be in Vancouver by now? Like, that was 6 months ago he said he was in Vancouver. And that's what I mean, guys, by cuckoo for Cocoa Pops. I mean, when someone is offering you a map to KMH, you gotta go, I'm sorry, but you're nuts. I don't need a map. Thank you so much, Ann Garvey. So good to see you. Travel with Lisa MH. Travel with Lisa MH, guys. She put out a new video today. Check her out. A nice reprieve from the cold winter that we've had. She spent some time inside of a beautiful garden out in Niagara Falls, guys. Check her out. And she's such a nice person too, guys. This must be a pissing hole here. These people here need an ashtray. They just throw their cigarettes everywhere. It's so gross. This one here, East Side Social. Lisa, you had mentioned that you really like this area. Oh, I'm so glad I'm able to come here today. As I'm walking west along Queen, guys, in Lesleyville this evening, Friday night, in the city. If I can give you one piece of advice, the nature explorer, just don't apologize anymore. You have nothing to apologize for. Based on some of the crap I saw in the summer, you got nothing to apologize for. There are some people who should apologize, but they don't know how to. They don't know how to. They're phony and fake. And I will never take it back. I will never take it back. I've been nice. I've been really nice. Back in the old days when I grew up in Parkdale, you know what we do to little shits like them? We tell them 4 o'clock in the schoolyard, MF, and I'm gonna kick your butt. I'm gonna kick your butt and win. Coxwell and Gerrard's a nice area. Haran? Yeah, I like how I was the target, though. I really appreciate how I was made the target in the summer. I'll never get over that, guys. I'll never get over it. It was a betrayal. And then you see shitheads like Ready Eddie and other people. They're like, ooh, you know, people who said they were my friend. They threw me under a bus. They threw me under a bus. Oh, guys, I think I'm going to the Easter Parade, the Toronto Beaches Easter Parade. I can't wait. Hey, how's it going, George? Yeah, you know, Lisa, I think we had this conversation, Lisa, and I know you and Adam have been so supportive. Given my hot tongue, but I've seen a number of people being very two-faced over the last few months, Lisa. Like, they're like, oh, I support you, and then I see their bullshit on other channels, and I'm just like, you know what, I don't want you on my channel. I don't want you on my channel. If you're gonna be two-faced, I don't want you on my channel. So I think that person who's watching the replay or watching now pretty much knows. Just go stand beside somebody. You're spineless. If you can't support me, then and you're two-faced, then just go support whoever you want to support and just stay the fuck off my channel. But Adam and Lisa have been very supportive. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, but I think that's how we got into this mess, John. Like, I think you're a religious person, a God-fearing person, John, from what I've seen. But I'm not going to love these people. I mean, I'm liberal, but I'm not stupid. Like, yeah, I guess forgiveness is something you give yourself, but I don't want to give these people anything. I don't like them. This is one of my favorite value villages, guys. And I generally try to stay out of Value Village because of the bed bug situation. But this one here I really like. Wonder if I could get... No, security guard won't let me in. There's a security guard standing there. But when I go into this Value Village, guys, I make a beeline right to the back of this store. where they have all these old plates and little doodads. Sometimes you find antique stuff in there, and oh man, I get such a rush when I find antiques for a decent price in Value Village, a secondhand store here in Toronto. Oh, thanks so much, Fast Reel. Hey, how's it going, Growing Serenity? Oops. And I know Growing Serenity's trying to do some live streams out her way, but because of her location, it's been a struggle, guys. I hope you can make it to Toronto, Growing Serenity, and go live. I definitely will be watching that, Growing Serenity. Thank you so much for joining. As I make my way west along Queen. Wonder if I could make it downtown tonight. How long have I been walking? Oh my goodness, an hour? Oh my goodness. It's a good thing I don't have kids at home. Or my kids would be like, where's mommy? Here's Craig's Cookies on the corner here. Hey, there's a picture of Dolly. One of my favorite songs, guys, is Coat of Many Colors. Dolly Parton. Yeah, I heard Hidden Jackpots on his live today. He's like suggesting that Growing Serenity should have a channel for Leo, her dog, and Life with Leo. That dog is so special, Growing Serenity. As I make my way east. Friday night in the city. Let's get serious here, guys. What am I supposed to be doing? Walking? Yes. This place called Eat BKK Thai Kitchen. I was gonna say Thai chicken. I'm opening up the phone lines tonight, guys. I'm gonna be opening up the phone lines tonight. You can ask me whatever you want in the next 5 minutes, and I will answer. You got 5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes. Ask me whatever you want, and I will answer it as truthfully as I possibly can. But you got 5 minutes to do it. And I got to pay attention to the chat, too. This is Jimmy Simpson Park. No, I didn't hear that, Ann. You're joking, Ann. Environment Canada is shutting down? Aren't they responsible for telling us what the weather's going to be, Ann Garvey? Guys, across the street here is known as Wood Green Center. And if you look it up, apparently one of the staff who was working inside of this building, it's actually a drug rehabilitation area. Hey, there's a cop. Perhaps they're going in there. So in any event, this is actually a place where people go to get clean. And a couple of years ago, a woman was shot right on this street by drug dealers. And apparently one of the staff who worked inside this building was actually in cahoots with the drug dealers. So sad. I thought that cop was coming for me. Yikes. Probably going in there. Truthfully, Mark. Truthfully, Mark. Your time's running out, Mark. Your time's running out, Mark. You got 2 minutes to ask your question, guys. 2 minutes. And I'll answer the question as truthfully as I can. 2 minutes. Go for it, guys. As I make my way west along Queen, leaving Lesleyville. Hey, maybe I'll make it downtown tonight, guys. I doubt it. Perhaps I need to stop to give you guys a chance to ask a question here at Jimmy Simpson Park. Used to come here when I was a kid and have fish and chips with my mom and my brothers and sisters. Oh, they are. Transit Mobile Scooter has confirmed what Ann Garvey has been telling us. Environment Canada is shutting down the weather radio service across Canada. Oh, that pizza was pretty good. It was pretty good, Elijah. I felt pretty bad about something after my live stream. But I was actually quite shocked, Elijah, at how good that pizza was. And again, I think it was because I was hungry. And because I was hungry, I wasn't paying attention to the chat. So in any event, guys, I ate before I streamed tonight. And if you want a little bit of history about Sally, once upon a city, that used to be my family doctor. Right there. He's long gone now. Oh, right there. That was my doctor's office right there. For almost 18 years. I think he's gone now, though. To the heavens or something. Were people asking questions?
I know, because like everybody.
Oh my God, Wayne, if I were to tell you how many bad experiences I've had with the Toronto Police Service, you'd be asking me why I'm not an auditor of the Toronto Police Service. You'd be like, get out there and audit the Toronto Police Service already, ladies. You got some good cops, guys. You got some cops who are not so good. There's a GO train headed east. It's like with any job, though, guys. It's like with any job, and being a cop is hard. It's a hard job. It's a hard job. And it's not easy to be a Toronto cop. It's not easy. Like, every day you're out there looking for the worst of the worst inhumans here in the city. Growing Serenity, I have a bunch of bracelets, but I think the night fluorescent light has died in all of them, so you'd basically be getting one that doesn't have any fluorescent light. No, I haven't, Mark. That's such a great song, eh? Coat of Many Colors. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to read something here. Not only that, Ann Garvey, there's a lot of Canadian companies, not just the Toronto Police Service, but I think even like some companies in Canada that need to be looked into, and especially the Weston family. They're responsible for Loblaws, Italy, and they're rich as hell, guys. The Weston family, they're one of the richest families here in Canada, and yet they've been fixing bread prices, and then they give the consumer what, a $25 gift card, and they're like, oh, sorry, we're so sorry for fixing the bread price. So sorry that your kids couldn't have toast in the morning because you couldn't afford it. So yeah, I totally agree with you. Like, people should look into the police service if they're doing things wrong. But there's a certain way you can go about doing it. And there's a certain way you can go about investigating a lot of these companies, especially companies that supply food to everyday Canadians, and they're gouging us. They gouge us. Oh, that's cute. Hey, how's it going, Mikkel? Hope that's not my director watching. I'm sorry, but once I'm off the clock with my job, my employer has no say over what I do with my life. My employer has no say over what I do with my life, and I'm pretty open about my YouTube channel with people. I don't give out the name so much anymore. But when you're a cop, guys, you're a cop all the time. You're a cop all the time. 24/7, even when you're sleeping, you're a cop. If something happens to you in the newspaper, the first thing they say is, a Toronto cop. So it's a tough job, guys. At least I get some privacy, but as a cop, you're always a cop. Here is the Metrolinks office. They are responsible for building the new Ontario subway line from the CNE exhibition grounds all the way up to Don Mills. And they always say they're here for us. We're here for you. But I've never seen this office open, guys, not even during the day. Not even during the day. What's the date on that paper in there at Metrolinks? What's the date? It's probably 2 months old. I haven't seen this place open, not once. But surprisingly, they are getting that subway built. Shockingly so. Shockingly so. I mean, I don't think we're going to have to wait 15 years like the Eglinton Light Rail Line 5 that was opened up this month in Toronto. I don't think we'll be waiting that long to see the new subway line here in Toronto. I'm super stoked. I'm like holding hope that I'll still be around to experience the new subway. I'm going to sit down for a minute, guys. Here on Queen Street in Lesleyville this evening. Yikes, Ruth. Yikes, Ruth. I am totally against drinking and driving, guys. I think that's the stupidest thing anybody could ever do, is get into a car when you're lost in the sauce. When you're lost in the sauce, call a cab, walk, or sleep it off. That's like, seeing too many people get killed from drunk drivers to ever promote anything along those lines. I think you're scum if you ever get into a car drunk and drive. I think you're scum. Hey, did you guys hear? Lisa, you probably heard, but the UK is making it so you need a visa now to get to Britain. You used to be able to go to Britain or the UK without worrying about anything but bringing your passport with you, and now you got to have a visa to go to the UK. Across the street from me here, guys, is the Opera House. I did get to go in there to see one of my favorite country stars. I'd say she's a star now. When I was supporting her, she was not that well known. Alexandra Kay, love her voice. She's such a great singer. So country. Love my country music. Hey, how's it going in life with Bob Lee? As I make my way west here along Queen. Holy, I'm already at Broadview? And on this corner here, guys, is... Oh, look at this. This is that lady. She lives just down the street. She's always saying she's poor, but I know exactly where she lives. She sells roses and everything. And she's full of crap. Right here is the Broadview Hotel, and at one time this was known as Jilly's, a strip club. And it was here for the longest time, and now it is all bougie. Hey, how's it going, Jeff? It used to be known as Jilly's, and the washroom inside does have some paintings in regards to what this building used to be known as, which was Jilly's, a strip club. It's now the Broadview Hotel, a very bougie sort of place, and they have a nice little bar right up there and beautiful views from that bar as well. I've been up there. I think I've been up there twice. It's really nice up there, guys, really nice. Maybe I should take you up there. Well, this one is closed, and more I know that they don't have as many gentlemen's clubs as they used to. That's one hell of a small little truck there, 311. There's not as many gentlemen clubs as there used to be in Toronto, and look at this lady. She's still selling her roses. She lives just down the street, eh, guys? This lady here. She's a fraudster. She's got a better phone than I do, this lady. That's why she keeps looking at me. I've run into her a couple times, guys. That lady, she's just a hustler. I think we call those people hustlers. Some people use more derogatory terms, but I'll just say she's a hustler. And no doubt, and she looks very meek and that, guys, but if I were to even come close to her with the camera, she would knock it out of my hands in a heartbeat with those roses. No shit, she would. She would. No, thank you. No, I'm okay. See, that's her friend across the street keeping 6 for her. There's her friend there, and she's on this corner hustling, and they drive nice cars, and they have better phones, and blah, blah, blah. I could go on in nauseam, but she's full of crap. And if you're in Toronto and you run into this woman or her friend across the street keeping 6 for her, don't help them, guys. Don't help them. They're just hustlers. They're just hustlers. she's holding roses. Look, she's gonna meet up with her friend. She's gonna be, we're gonna have to go to a different corner now because that lady there won't stop watching me. And I know where they live too, guys, which is sad too. I'm very familiar with this area. Okay. I wonder if I can take us into the Broadview Hotel and have a look up at the top of the bar there. And I have to be fast because I know they're blaring their music, but it's so pretty in there. I loathe when people say that they need help and they don't. It's like, I really hate fraudsters. I really hate people who pull out a little violin and say, oh, I'm so hard done by, and then she's got a better phone than me and she's getting into a nice Jeep. Okay, guys, let's see if I can get into the Broadview Hotel. I want to show you the bar. Perhaps I should take it off this mother of all gimbals, though. That might not be allowed, but stick that in there. Let's go. Let's go. I'm inside the Broadview Hotel, guys. I'm going to take you upstairs. I want to show you the bar. This used to be known as Jilly's. It was a strip club. I know, Anne, you hate strip clubs. I know you hate strip clubs. What floor is it, guys? What floor? I'm going to the rooftop, I think. I'm going to the rooftop. Some of them sell flowers, and I don't know. I've run into those two a number of times when I've been in the Lesleyville neighborhood, so I'm quite familiar with both of them. They also like to hang out outside of Pape Station and some other subway stations, and they make it seem like they're really hard pressed for money, but they're not. They're not. Oh, look how nice it is up here. Can I show I just want to show people this. I always promote this place. Look at this, guys. This is a rooftop bar here at the Broadview Hotel. It is full. How nice it is up here. I love it up here. And they've got some really great views over by the window. It's really nice. A great place to see the city skyline here at the top of the Broadview Hotel. Oh, it's so pretty. Everyone having a great night tonight. Thanks so much, guys. I've been here a few times. I like this place. I'm promoting it. I really like this place up here. But it's kind of bougie, guys. It's kind of bougie. How do I get down? I want down now. Now I'm embarrassed for myself. Okay, get out of here. Get out of here. That was nice of them to let me show off the place, guys. That was nice of them to let me show off the place. There's so many bars in Toronto, Growing Serenity, like so many to choose from. But that one there, they have spectacular views looking out the window, especially in the summertime, just spectacular views. You can watch the sunset and everything. It's just gorgeous up there. Phone there. Hello? Nobody's home. But you can also rent a room in here too. And there's an old picture of the Broadview Hotel. Let's get out of here. Damn, that bar was hopping. I'm surprised how many people were in there. I know it's Friday night, but... And this building was built back in 1891. Oh, forget it. I was going to put it back on my tripod, but I am coming up on almost an hour and 40 minutes. Can you believe it? Jeez, I talk a lot. Here on the corner of Broadview and Queen. There they are again. Look at how nice her phone is, guys. Look at how nice her phone is. She's got a better phone than I do. I know what I speak of, guys. I know what I speak of. Here's another bar, and they're having some hokey pokey dance. Some hokey pokey dance. Let's open the door and have a look at these hokey pokey dancers. Look at this. Hokey pokey. Oh, you used to live around this area, eh, Barbarian?
And neither one of them has any input.
What, Ann? What's going on about Ann? Ann Garvey? So I cut through Lesleyville, guys. I started this stream off over in Little India, and I'm still out here on this very mild evening in Toronto. And I'm just going to keep walking along Queen for a little bit here. Yeah, and I don't know about that, Ann. I don't know if... I'm not sure about Jilly's hiring underage girls, and that I'm not aware of. This is known as Riverside Common, and there's a new Wendy's that has opened here, and there's a lot of new development here as well. I know that they developed a lot of residential homes for the Pan Am Games a number of years ago for all the athletes. As I make my way over this bridge, I'm going to be walking west along Queen tonight, guys. Friday night, still going. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you for sticking around, guys. If you can't stay any longer, no worries. Enjoy your evening. But I'm going to keep making my way downtown. Yeah, probably, Ann Garvey. There probably was. There probably was, but 40 years ago, it wasn't unheard of. Or even 50 years ago, it wasn't unheard of for women to get married at like 16 years old and have a baby by 17, 18 years old. Because the life expectancy for women was so much shorter back in the day, so... But if we're using the ruler of today, you know, 16 is very young. 16 is very young. But back in the day, it was not uncommon for women, girls to get married at 16 and have babies at 18, 19. You were considered an old handmaid if you didn't have a kid by the time you were 20. I know my mother would tell me that. She said she was old when she had her first child. And that was 21 years old. And she was considered old for having a kid in the 1970s. Here's the Don Valley Parkway. Hey, how's it going, Jerry? Yeah, times have changed. Times have definitely changed, Ziggy. Is this a new subway bridge they're building here, guys, for Metrolinks? I think this is the new bridge they're going to be building for the new Ontario subway line. Right here. beside the Don Valley and the Don River on Queen Street. I'm making my way west along Queen tonight, guys. Let's get a better look at that CN Tower. Shout out to everyone who's joined this live stream this evening. Much appreciated, everybody. Special shout out to George Howard from Chicago, Dave in Bangor, Maine, Kitty MZ Canada, Paul Jameson, my friend, Travel with Lisa M8, CY Young, to all my moderators, thank you guys so much. So these are the buildings they built for the Pan Am Games, and now a number of Torontonians occupy them, but these were intentionally built for the Pan Am Games that Toronto held back in, what was it, 2016? I'm going to make a beeline here. I'm going to stick to Queen. There is a fork in the road here. You can go down to King Street, which is on my left. Or you can keep walking along Queen. Across the street from me here is the Toronto Humane Society. Looks like they're doing some city work here with the streetcar. I don't know what they're doing. I'm hoping to get a better view, Ziggy, as I keep walking west here. There's not a cloud in the sky tonight, guys. Look. You can see the moon and a drone. Or maybe that's a star or something. Hey, how's it going, Carl? It's a good thing I didn't shut this baby down. I would have missed ya. I am at Queen and River on this Friday, mild evening in Toronto. Keep it moving. Here on Queen. And there's a lot of heritage homes just between River, just here on River Street. On the other side, I don't know if I'll be able to get up close with them, but some of the homes are on this side as well, and they're all really old homes here. That have been turned into, well, this one's a restaurant. Sorry?
You just videotaping everything?
Yeah.
Can I ask you why? Just for curious.
Do you mind?
I'm just curious.
I'm live streaming.
Oh, okay. Just curious.
Yeah.
It's a lovely neighborhood.
Pardon me?
It's a lovely neighborhood.
Oh, it is. I love this part of town.
I've been here 18 years. So.
Oh, you've been here 18 years? I've been here 50.
50?
50 years. It's such a nice... Toronto is such a Toronto is such a great city. Like, it offers so much.
Yes, it's beautiful. It's magical. That's what I always say.
Sometimes it is. Have a good evening. I thought that was going to get real nasty the way she asked me. I was like, oh God, no. But she was pleasant, guys. She was pleasant. She looked at me twice when she said she's lived in Toronto for 50 years, and or 18 years, and I'm like, yeah, well, I've been here 50, lady. I beat you. I win. I win. But I don't feel like a winner. I don't feel like a winner. Well, it's good that she's thinking Toronto is magical. Now, did she come out of a cafe dispensary or a restaurant? I'm not sure. Magical seems like an odd word to use, but perhaps she had a good evening. Yeah. I thought she was coming for me, Ziggy. I thought she was coming for me. She's like, excuse me. I'm like, oh God, no. Do I have to explain myself? Do I have to explain why I'm walking around with the mother of all gimbals? I'd rather not. This part of town has really gone downhill, guys. Look at this. Look at these buildings. They are derelict. Look at that. Here at Queen and Sumac Street. They are derelict looking. I'm not too far from the distillery district to my left. Oh, she seemed pleasant enough. Yeah, exactly, Carl. But when she came up to me, I was suspect of her. I felt a bit suspect of her. I thought, oh God, no. But no, she probably had a good evening and she's feeling happy, and I guess tonight felt magical to her. Lucky her. Toronto does have its moments of magic, like I would say like the Toronto Blue Jays hosting the World Series. That was magical, but every day I would say Toronto is, at times it depends on what neighborhood you're walking in, but Toronto can be very magical in certain areas, but generally it's a grind, guys. It's a grind living in a city that is not affordable. It's a grind. So if I were asked to describe Toronto, the first word out of my mouth probably wouldn't be magical. And so that's where my title of my channel comes from, Once Upon a City. Like, I find Toronto has at times gotten worse and at times has gotten better, but generally, it's a tough city to live in. It's a tough city to live in if you don't have a job, if you don't have family or friends. It's a fucking hard go. It's a hard go, guys, as I make my way into an area that most folks wouldn't want to walk through. Sherbourne and Queen. I don't know about that, Anne. I don't know about that. I think we've discussed this before, Anne Garvey. And I know some Canadians don't want to have people in this country, but for me, I think it's a massive mistake. I think it's a massive mistake, and the results of which we won't see for another decade. We're already seeing the Canadian population going down, and it's still expensive. So, I don't know, Anne. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, but I'm not sure this is the right way for Canada to go. I'm just not sure. Sorry, guys. I'm missing chats. Thank you so much for your generosity this evening, Barbarian, and thanks for stopping in. Much appreciated. Thank you so much for your generosity. And for everyone else who's joined Friday night in the city. Sorry if I'm missing chats, guys. I try to be honest, Sandy. I try to be as honest as I can. Like, I think I've told my viewers I'm not left or right. I try to... Generally, for me, like, can we pick the side of common sense? Is there even a side called common sense? I know a lot of people are like, oh, I'm liberal, I'm conservative. Well, let's pick a common sense side too, shall we? Because I don't know. As I make my way west on Queen Street, downtown, guys. Maybe I should pay attention to what's going on now. Or not? I don't know. The Good Shepherd is across the street. And they do help the unhoused. Strawberry Fields forever. Welcome, Strawberry Field. Serious talk. What serious talk? What kind of serious talk are you talking about? Like I said earlier, guys, it's all... Nothing I say on this channel is harming anybody. It's all just talk. And folks are allowed to say how they feel, but let's attack the argument, not the people. And again, do as I say. Not as I do. I try, guys, I try. Some people just irritate the hell out of me. And I have made my way to Sherbourne. Sherbourne on a Friday night, the end of the month, can only mean bad things, guys. Desperation, desperation. Thanks so much, Elijah. Yeah, at the end of the month, I generally don't come downtown because as soon as some folks get their check... Oh, this is Parliament. Sorry, guys. Parliament and Queen. As soon as some folks get their check... They are riding a snake like nothing you ever dreamed of. I mean, it's a nightmare for some of these people. Toronto has a lot to offer, but I think there's a lot to offer in a lot of communities, not just in Toronto. It's just that I'm lucky enough to reside in such a very diverse city with so much to see and do. Because there's a hell of a lot better YouTube content creators out there than me, right, guys? Like, look at the canvas I'm in. It's pretty easy to tell a story on a live stream when you have so much happening around you, and yet there are really good YouTube content creators out there, and I would say Growing Serenity is one of them. I mean, top notch. Top notch. You were born on Sherbourne, Barbarian? It's pretty warm, Rasta. It's pretty warm here in Toronto this Friday night. Across the street from me there, I think it's Moss Park. Can't remember. Yeah, it is Moss Park. Toronto Community Housing. I think they're going to be redeveloping Moss Park too, guys. They've already redeveloped the Regent Park neighborhood just north of me here. And next on their list of things to do is redeveloping this whole area. Toronto Community Housing. Oops. George and Dundas? That's a tough little neighborhood there, Barbarian. Like George Street, doesn't George Street have, what is it? The Seton House, which is a men's shelter, and for some men who've had to stay in that housing or shelter over on George, I think it was George Street, some of them call the Seton House the Devil's House. Definitely don't want to be homeless in Toronto these days, guys. It's not pleasant. It's not pleasant. It's a tough go for some people. It's a really tough go. And I'm walking west on Queen, guys. I've been walking through Little India, Lesleyville, and now Queen Street. And there's Kim's Convenience, and I think that was the convenience store for that Canadian television show. Kim's Convenience. Hey, how's it going, Town Liz Cooking? Now I'm on the road because they're doing some sort of construction here for this building. They've kept the facade of this little place here, but in the background you can see another benign condo. But they did salvage this old home out in front, and they've left quite a mess. I mean, I can't even walk on the street. How do I might have to shut her down at Sherbourne, guys. I might have to shut her down at Sherbourne. They're really gentrifying this whole area of Toronto too. At one time, this was like the worst part of Toronto, from Sherbourne and Queen all the way up to Sherbourne and Dundas, a real shithole. But now with all these new residential buildings and police more in the community, now that they have these new residents, you're not seeing too many problems, but it still exists here at Sherbourne. and Queen. End of the month, it's a Friday. Where are all the snakes tonight, guys? I haven't run into one snake. I haven't run into one snake yet. Perhaps if I head to Sherbourne and Dundas, I'll run into a snake. Let's see. I'm gonna walk north on Sherbourne, guys, north on Sherbourne. Why am I waiting for the light? There's no cars. So guys, I'm gonna walk north on Sherbourne. See what kind of trouble we can find here. I didn't like my gimbal anyways, guys. So if somebody rolls me for my gimbal, I was asking for it. I was asking for it. Yeah, the old buildings are quite interesting. Talentless Cooking. Thank you so much for joining. Check him out, guys. Talentless Cooking. He does food reviews. I think out in Calgary. And he just tried the Japanese 7-Eleven egg sandwich, and apparently it has gone viral, and I did hear that they were bringing it to Canada, so check out that video, guys. But good luck finding a 7-Eleven in Toronto. I haven't seen a 7-Eleven in Toronto. I think there's one in Parkdale. I think that's the last time I saw a 7-Eleven in Parkdale, over by Dufferin and Queen, somewhere around there. Hey, how's it going, Gerrard? I'm on Sherbourne, guys, making my way. Dare I say, my final destination. Dare I say. Sherbourne and Dundas. Yikes! Yikes! That guy saw a snake, I guess. He's riding the snake. The end of the month. It's Friday night in the city. I'm gonna let that lady get ahead of me a bit because she's looking at me a little too much. And there is Moss Park. I'm not cutting through Moss Park on a Friday night, guys. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. What street am I on? I want that lady to get up ahead, only because she has a dog. So I think I could take her, but I'm not confident I could take on the dog. I'm not confident I could take on the dog. The odd thing about being on Sherbourne is a lot of people talk to themselves, but who am I to talk? Because I'm talking into a camera, so they probably think I'm as far gone as they are. Walking north on Sherbourne, guys. Walking north on Sherbourne. And I picked the lucky side tonight, guys. I picked the lucky side tonight. I'm on the west side. Time to pull out my trusty keychains. If they come for me, guys, they're gonna be getting an "Oh Canada" baby. Yeah, these old Victorian houses are quite interesting, talentless cooking. Like, some of them are still rooming houses. But they are, the architecture on them is quite unique. And there's the moon. Like I said, guys, I'm headed to Sherbourne and Dundas because I'm in need of a new gimbal. And I want someone to do me a favor and get rid of this gimbal for me. Get that camera out of my face. I'm riding a snake right now. And I don't want a middle-aged woman watching me. So here we come up on Sherbourne and Dundas, guys. This is known as one of the shadiest spots in the city. And it might just be because some of the folks who hang around here look like zombies. I think this house here used to have a YouTube channel all of its own. I think that channel is still there though, and they used to do really nefarious things in front of this old Victorian house, I do believe, but okay, guys. I'm walking through this mess. Wish me luck. Smells like piss. There is Sam's convenience store here on the corner of Sherbourne and Dundas. And if you are jonesing for a chocolate bar, I suggest you walk a bit further rather than go in there. And like I said, guys, it's Friday night, end of the month. People are riding the snake right now, so I'm going to go on the east side instead of the west side. Hey, there's a camera there. What's that girl looking at? She wants to fight with me. Why? What did I do? What did I do to you, lady? Friday nights are often the busiest time, and as the temperatures get warmer here in Toronto, Sherbourne and Dundas is generally not a place you want to really walk through. It's just a bit shady. Was someone hit by... There's a wheelchair there. I wonder what happened to that person. So sad. I think they're looking at me like I'm the one with the problem. I'm sorry, sir, but you need a mirror. You need to look at yourself. Seriously. Looks like they're restoring this building here. This used to be a rooming house or something. As I make my way north on Sherbourne, just cut through Sherbourne and Dundas, guys. Got a couple of looks from folks, but perhaps they think I'm the police or something. Maybe they think I'm like an undercover cop coming to ruin their night. And that's a wrap on this baby, guys. That's a wrap on this baby. I'm ending it right here, guys. I'm ending it right here. Thank you everyone so much for joining me Friday Night Live in Toronto, Canada. Thank you guys so much for all of your super chats, for all the new subscribers. Welcome. Thank you everyone so much for taking part and sharing some of your Friday night evening with me. Thank you to all my moderators and everyone else. Everyone have, yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna go across the street. And believe me, guys, I know how to yell, I know how to scream, I know how to project my voice. But I am calling it a wrap right on this corner, because I'm stupid, but I'm not that stupid. Thank you, Ziggy, Jeff, everyone, take care. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thank you, everyone, so much for joining, and enjoy the rest of the weekend. Stay safe. Take care, everybody.